All right. Hey guys, this is Sherman, and you know what? I'm in my backyard this morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Getting ready to take off and go out to work, but I thought I would just try to get a quick word into you about what's going on and something kind of disturbing that's been on my heart the last few weeks. Since for about the last 14 months, we've been battling with this healthcare crisis that's hitting America, and it's been Democrats against Republicans, and actually even started even before that when we had the elections, and you had John McCain and Sarah Palin, and people have been putting a lot of their faith in these politicians. After John McCain lost to President Obama, the focus was turned to Sarah Palin, and maybe she could be the next hope and the next Messiah. And then it actually turned it to the healthcare debate, and where we started seeing people uprising and saying, you know what, things are bad, and let's look to rally behind some conservative leader or something like that. Well, it augmented after that to a lot of people from Fox News and everything else talking about the things that are going on with the political arena. But it, it but it, but that wasn't so disturbing until recently, where you've got the Tea Party movement. Well, you got the Tea Party movement going around, and I'll tell you, bless those folks. They're saying I want my voice, and there's some things that are wrong in this world. Um, but there's something missing, and it seemed like a lot of people just were getting involved, but they weren't getting involved. There was a problem there. Well, the thing that came to a head for me personally was just recently, where I got an email from a brother, and he said, "Hey, let's get behind this movement to get behind Glenn Beck." And Glenn Beck, if you don't know who Glenn Beck is, he's actually a Fox News analyst. He comes on, he's got a show, and he's got a radio syndication, much like Sean Hannity or Rush Limbaugh. But the thing about Glenn Beck is that he is very a libertarian type mentality. He doesn't espouse either political view, and there's nothing wrong with that. And he's got a very strong voice. He came on the scene about a year ago with Fox News, but he was before that. He was actually with CNN for a long time, and or was it MSNBC? Either one. But the point being, in this email I got from this brother, he said, you know what? Let's get behind this movement to get Glenn Beck up and running on Facebook. We'll get 100,000 people who will join the Glenn Beck movement and be his Facebook fan base in like 100 days or something like that. And which is nothing wrong with that either, guys. I care less. You know, that's if you want to do that, that's great. Okay, because we all want to have connection and that kind of stuff. But the thing that got me was at the bottom of it. He said, "This is a guy I could vote for president, or this guy should be our president." Okay, and I responded to this brother. I said, "You know what? Ideology is one thing. Okay, your political persuasion is one thing. Okay, and we all have a great diversity in our political thought in America. Some are conservative, some are liberal, but your your religion is another thing. And Glenn Beck is actually a Mormon. For many of you who don't know who he is, Glenn Beck is a Mormon. Okay, which basically for any Christians, okay, or anybody who espouses to be followers of Christ, basically disqualifies you to be a leader of a Christian movement or of a movement that says, "Hey, we are Christian in nature." And so I just wanted to, and that's what disturbed me the most, is that not that he is a Mormon, okay, but that people are losing sight of the fact that guess what? There is a religious component to all this right now. What is happening in our government right now is we've got a ideology that is saying we are going to force on people a certain thought process. Okay, whether you like it or not, we are going to force that on you. And what are the people of God doing? Well, the people of God are doing the same thing that the people who don't follow God are doing. They're looking towards men to answer their questions. Now, I was watching a show this morning, and it was talking about the power of God and how God was going to move in the land, in people's lives, some of the great men of old, and how God was able to move upon nations to change nations. And tell you the truth, guys, That's what it's going to take to move this nation, okay? The Tea Parties aren't going to do it. Glenn Beck definitely won't do it. Sarah Palin, love her, she looks great and everything else, but she's not the answer, you guys. It's going to take a move of God to stop something that is happening right now to this country. This country was founded upon Christian principles, and it needs to continue to move along Christian principles, and that is what I see as the problem. I think we need to return to God. I think we, instead of having a tea party, we need to have a party that says, guess what? God, come back and do something to this land, because the way it's going right now, you guys, it's not going to work. Okay? Glenn Beck, you're a great guy. Okay? I hope you get to 100,000, but your ideology is great, but your religion is wrong. Okay? Um, and we can't follow somebody who doesn't believe that Jesus Christ is God. Okay? Um, the brother who sent me that email, I love you. You're still, I hope we're still friends because I love you to death. Okay? But I think we all need a reminder that guess what? We need to follow Jesus Christ and we need to follow what he says because he's the one who's ultimately going to change this world, not a political movement. Okay? All right. Anyways, guys, I'm off to work today. I'm going to go out and try to help some people and see if I can save them some money and hopefully help plan for their retirement. Okay, I will talk to you later. This is Sherman, and it's been good talking to you guys. I'll see you next time on the back lot of the Ray compound. We'll talk to you later. All right, bye bye.